3,596 miles from Birmingham, Alabama, 750 miles north of Anchorage, and 320 miles north of the Arctic Circle lies the northernmost city in America, Barrow, Alaska. The ground never melts, snow falls midsummer, plants can hardly grow due to its polar climate, and the sun sets for months in the winter and for months in the summer. So why does this town exist, and why do people live there? Or why would someone even want to live there? Well, it is not necessarily that small of a town. There's approximately 4,300 people that live there year-round. It has only a couple thousand less people than Guntersville, Alabama. There is actually only one town in the world that is larger than and a little more north than Barrow, which is Tixi, Russia. Because it is the northernmost city in the US, the weather is exactly how you might think it is and is nothing like that of the conterminous US for the lower 48. Snowy weather is not unique in the weeks leading up to the summer. For 65 days in the summer, the sun never sets, and for 65 days in the winter, the sun never rises. Barrow is bounded on one side by the harsh Arctic tundra, and on the other, the Arctic Ocean. Temperatures remain below freezing from early October through late May. Today in Barrow, the weather is currently 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and is 66 degrees Fahrenheit here in Birmingham. There is not a single paved road in Barrow because it would be destroyed by the shifting land as it freezes and melts. There aren't even roads connecting Barrow to the outside world. There's only one way in or out for only a few times each year via the airport. Barrow's airport is quite literally the lifeline of the city. The entire community relies on the airport. Every ounce of food is flown into Barrow. There is also a special kind of aircraft that is built almost exclusively to serve small towns like Barrow, the 737 Combi, Alaskan Airlines. Nowadays, Barrow can be supplied via boat. For just a few months of the year, the ice breaks up enough for boats to deliver all necessary goods to Barrow that cannot fit on a plane. That means that if you need a car, a truck, or building materials, you have literally one shot a year to order it. Due to Barrow being cut off from the rest of the world, the cost of living here is incredibly expensive.
I've been here since April 15th, so it's going on about 3 or 4 months. 4 months. My dad got a job up here, and he was making a bunch of money. He said he could get me a job working with him, so I work at his office, and I work here at the grocery store too. He's a operations manager for a big, they do like oil field operations and stuff, and I just go into his office and clean at night. Oh yeah, the prices are way jacked up, but I mean, you'll end up making more money here, so I guess it kind of evens out because you'll be making more money than you could pretty much anywhere else. So there's just more jobs that pay more for an hours worth of work. Like I make $20 an hour at my other job, and I make $10 here. Because if I was in Anchorage and I was working in the grocery store in Anchorage, I'd be making minimum wage.
So basically what Jesse is saying is that in Barrow things cost a lot more than what they should. However, the income for people is a lot higher than the rest of the United States. So basically everything evens out. Despite Barrow sounding like a foreign country, it is still a city in the US, just like Birmingham. There's still a US post office, Wells Fargo Bank, and American-style signs. So why do almost 5,000 people live here in Barrow? For most residents, it has been their home for thousands of years. Barrow, Alaska is the cultural center of the Inupiat tribe. one of the dozens of native Alaskan tribes. There is actually evidence of this tribe living in the same place as Barrow for over 1,500 years, meaning it is one of the oldest permanently inhabited settlements in North America. This is why over 60% of Barrow residents are Alaskan Native, mostly of the Inupiat tribe. The other 40% are there because of oil. The beach of America's northernmost town presents one of the rarest views in the world. Thousands of miles of civilization-free ice, water, and nothingness. Nowhere feels closer to the end of the earth than Barrows, Alaska.